Hello TL Travelers and welcome back to the TL Travel YouTube channel. For those of you who are new here, welcome to my channel. For those of you who are not new here, welcome back. Today we are talking about hangovers. Oh, the hangovers and hangover hacks. Hangovers are something that I feel we are all afflicted by in life. Anyone who drinks alcohol knows what it's like to have a massive hangover. And if I have learned anything in my life and in my job, it's that traveling really amplifies not only the drinking, but the hangover, because, you know, those things go hand in hand. So with the long weekend coming to a close, I thought that today would be a great day to post a follow-up to my original hangover hacks video. So way back when I first started my channel, I did a resort hangover hacks video, which I will link in the description bar below, so you can go check it out, or I'll link it up here. But today I'm going to be talking about a couple of more hacks to coincide with those resort hacks and addressing some other quick fixes that you can use for your inevitable long weekend hangover. So my first hangover hack is I'm just gonna get out of the gate strong and apologize right away, because I know that this isn't what you want to hear, but getting up and out of bed and doing a little bit of exercise. And no, I'm not talking about going as extreme as hopping over to the gym and going for a run on the treadmill, but even just getting out of bed, getting out into the breeze, taking a walk around the block, getting that blood flowing, that's gonna make you feel so much better. And I will tell you from experience, because when I'm hungover, I am the girl, I don't want to move. But just getting over that first hurdle of getting out of bed and putting your shoes on and stepping outside goes a long way, and you'll be surprised at how much better you feel after you have, you know, taking a little stroll. Speaking of getting out of bed, my second tip is kind of an odd one, and I'm just giving it to you guys because it works really well for me. I don't really hear a lot of people talking about it in like hangover hack videos, so you know, try it. Maybe it works for you, maybe it doesn't. But for me, I find staggering my sleeping pattern works so much better for me than trying to get a solid night's sleep. I personally have a really hard time sleeping, and my hangovers kick in like middle of the night. I wake up and I'm done, son. So when I finally go to bed at whatever ungodly hour, I will usually end up sleeping for about 4 to 5 hours, because I have a really hard time getting a full 8 hours, which is generally what's recommended, you know, if you're trying to let your body heal. But I will do 5 hours, and then I will wake up when I start to feel sick, and instead of trying to get back to sleep, which never ever works for me and always makes me feel really sick, that's the time that I will get up and go for my walk or make myself a really light breakfast. And then after about 2 or 3 hours, I will go back to sleep for another 3 or 4 hours and wake up feeling much less hungover and much more well rested. My third tip is something that I like to do. When I am hungover, I tend to feel super hot. I get really feverish, and being hot makes me feel even more sick. So what I like to do is, instead of turning on the air conditioning or the fan, which is what a lot of people will do, is they'll lay in the air conditioning, turn the fan on and let it really cool them down. That tends to work in the moment, but then make me feel a lot more sick later, and can also lead to like getting colds and all those awful things. So what I like to do when I'm feeling sick and hungover is to take a like room temperature or just a bit colder, not super cold, shower to just sort of like bring my body temperature back to a comfortable place. And then once I start feeling better, I will get out of the shower, lay down in bed, or get dressed, go for a walk, whatever I'm feeling. But that is always the way that I find is best to get my body temperature back to a place where I feel comfortable and not so sick, versus like shocking you with air conditioning and then feeling even worse later on. And a tip to go along with that for the ladies, or for those long-haired gentlemen that are out there, is during these showers to avoid washing your hair. I like to just put my hair up in a ponytail or a bun and cool down my body without having to worry about like air drying or blow drying or dealing with my hair when I get out of the shower, because that can typically lead to feeling not so well later on as well. My fourth hangover hack for this specific long weekend or other vacation drinkers is to stagger the days that you are drinking and give yourself a full day of recovery at least before you start drinking again. So I know from TL travel trips that there is nothing more tempting, especially when you're in another country where alcohol is either all included or is far more affordable. It is so tempting to just drink all night at the club, get some rest, get up, have some drinks by the pool, go for lunch, have some more drinks in the afternoon, go out to the club, drink again. But eventually that catches up to you, and especially if you are the kind of person who gets hangovers the way that I get hangovers, giving yourself a full day of recovery and giving your body that full day to sort of readjust and repair itself before you go hammering it with alcohol again is always going to be good. And for the long weekend specifically, those of you long weekend drinkers, my rule of thumb for the long weekend has always been to continue to do my drinking on the Friday or the Saturday, and instead of drinking on a Sunday night just because you can, just consider Monday a bonus day of recovery. That way you can still drink over the weekend and you can still drink hard if that's what you want to do. What's this fluff doing? But come Tuesday, when you resurface and go back into the office, you can go back into the office feeling great and refreshed and ready to start a 4-day week, and you can be excited about it versus drinking on the Sunday, being hungover on Monday, and heading into work on Tuesday as if it might as well be Sunday. Does that make any sense? You know what I mean. And my last and final hangover hack is actually an amendment, or goes hand in hand with one of the hacks from my original video, which was to hydrate, which is super, super important. But I did end up in a conversation on Twitter about that video after that video was posted, of people talking about how they have such a hard time hydrating while they're drinking, and having a drink and then staggering it with glasses of water isn't always feasible. And I get that, because I am the worst when it comes to keeping myself hydrated. Like, hands down, I have such a hard time at doing it. So to go along with the stay hydrated rule, which is super common, obviously, avoid a hangover by being hydrated. Something as simple as adding ice to your drinks, or making mixed drinks that are mixed with water or mixed with Gatorade or mixed with something that's going to hydrate you is probably not going to go as far as obviously staggering one drink, one full glass of water, one drink, one full glass of water, but at least you're taking steps in that direction. There's going to be no worse decision that you can make than deciding that because you're not great at hydrating and it's not going to work, that you're not going to do anything to hydrate at all. So do what you can, and if all other preventative measures fail, then when you wake up in the morning, you have these hacks to help you out and make you feel better. So that is it for me and my hangover hacks part 2 video. If you guys want to see more hangover hacks and more ways to help prevent a rough morning after drinking, then feel free to check out the link in the description box below. If you enjoyed this video, or if you enjoy travel content in general, then don't forget to hit that subscribe button, because we post new travel content every Thursday and Sunday. And don't forget to hit that notification bell as well, so that you can be notified every time that we post a video and you won't miss one. And until next time, just stay great and travel safe, and I will see you guys in my next video. Bye!